I was introduced to Michael Belay in late 2007, and of course Michael Belay is the founder and president of HAPPY, Hands Across the Planet to Poor Youth. Michael came in to our office one day and he asked if we could help him, and realized that he's got a really good effort and project going on in Ethiopia. We became very interested in this project for a lot of different reasons. One of them is because we believe that this project has a very high degree or potential for success.
I've known Michael Belay for a number of years. Michael has been a public safety officer on our campus at Chapman University. He was always the one who would patrol the parking lots and the parking structures, so I got to know him and then heard his incredible story. The story of what he has done personally and the story of the causes that he cares about in Ethiopia, who are the children of Ethiopia. And as the director of the Schweitzer Institute, it seemed very appropriate to me that he would be a very worthy candidate to receive the Schweitzer Award of Excellence that we give out to somebody every year, some national or international person. I got involved with Albert Schweitzer and his life and thought initially because of what he has done in religious studies, but then it became clear that he has an ethic, the ethic of reverence for life, that is a very meaningful and moving kind of ethic. And so we gave that award to Michael because of the philanthropic, humanitarian work and his personal commitment to service when it comes to his love for the children of Ethiopia. I recall the event very clearly when we gave Michael the Schweitzer Award of Excellence in 2007. We gave him this award at the opening convocation of the university, and we had the event in the field house. It was packed with people, and Michael came on the stage, and there was a thunderous ovation, a standing ovation that he was given, because everybody felt so touched by the cause that he stands for and for the commitment that he has made.
My name is Tom Campbell. I'm a visiting professor of economics and law at Chapman University in the city of Orange County, California. I was a member of Congress for 9 years, and for the last 5, a member of the House International Relations Committee Subcommittee on Africa. In that capacity, it was my privilege to visit many African nations, and in particular Ethiopia. My wife and I visited Ethiopia. We met with Prime Minister Meles. We met with the Foreign Office officials as well. And we traveled throughout the country. In particular, I remember going up to Mekelle, up to Lake Tana, seeing the origin of the Blue Nile from Lake Tana, Gondor, and of course in the capital of Addis Ababa. When I came to Chapman, I met Michael Belay. In fact, Michael helped me and my wife the first time we were visiting Chapman to decide whether we would accept the invitation to spend 2 years as visiting members of the administration and faculty. And I became familiar with Michael's work, particularly on behalf of the needy people of Ethiopia, the young people in particular, and his excellent efforts to bring together people in the Ethiopian community and also friends of Ethiopia, Americans who had traveled to Ethiopia or who knew about it and wanted to participate. He's a tireless recruiter and tireless volunteer on behalf of a very worthy cause. The most important issue that I saw and studied dealt with water. The essential truth of Ethiopia is that it goes through 7-year cycles of drought and rain. And during the years of rain, they do not have the means to store up the water that they then would be able to use in the years of drought. And so I became very active in the effort to try to correct that. The Blue Nile Gorge, which exists in northern Ethiopia, is a natural place for a dam. The water would store with very little surface area and very deep reservoir capacity. The opposite you might consider of Lake Nasser at Aswan Dam in the Egyptian territory. So I became active in trying to assist Ethiopia in storing water behind a dam in the Blue Nile. And I discovered that the World Bank had not been supportive, largely because Egypt had been exercising a veto over Ethiopia's plans. And Egypt speaks with a loud voice because of Egypt's close alliance with the United States. But Egypt was not proposing this simply or for any particularly important reason. To Egypt, it was simply because they object to any storage or blocking, in their view, of the Nile before it flows into Egypt. By contrast, the additional water was made available to Egypt. They planned to divert it to irrigation in the Sinai. But in Ethiopia, it's a matter of life and death, and quite literally. So I took the side of Ethiopia and urged the World Bank to move forward, assisting with the financing needed to build the dam on the Blue Nile.